Not to my knowledge, at least.
All right. Go.
Nosferatu's coil. Something with that cool of a name, you'd think there'd be, it'd be a better item.
Yeah, the string of ears is the good one.
I have string of ears.
That is a good belt.
Alright, I'm gonna go hop on League. I will, I'll be on later if you're on.
I might be tonight. I'm not sure, but I guess you'll find out.
Cool. Alright, I'll chat with you later.
Good luck.
Later.
Bye. Alright, freedom to chat more. I'm going to leave my Discord server because I don't really want to be available to anyone else at this point. Alright. Tidy up that and that. Alright, cool. D&D moves on. Great. Alright. I know, shocking. The League addicts want to play League. Who knew? Almost like me saying... Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. That would be a little too hard on myself if I was about to say what I was about to say. Let's not be too mean to myself. Funny you say that. Yes, I am my second viewer. I prefer to keep chat up on my laptop if I can. The more I do it. Second bow. Alright. So this is just a quality of life increase. Do I want it now is the question. Because I could still just go into the menu and switch bows. I don't need the second slot. It's just convenient to switch quickly. Civilian enemy, see the path. That's 2 skill points though. So I wish it wouldn't show it as... Oh, it has a yellow outline if I can get it. Okay. Charge heavy attack. Shift and break tower shields and knock enemies to the ground. So that's probably useful. I should probably get that. Pull enemy drivers off their mount and take control over it. That's a pretty useful skill in very specific situations. Ooh, smokescreen. I gotta get firebombed to get smokescreen. Oh. After melee attacking or dodging. Really? That's... Wait. I have to use it in those circumstances only? This screenshot doesn't... even show the melee attacking or dodging. Huh. Interesting. Flesh decay is still weird to me. Tool kill XP. Alright. I mean, I guess I should unlock smoke screen. Can't talk. Smoke screen. Jesus. You'd think I just smoked, which I want to do, actually, but I didn't. Alright, yep. Even though I don't know I'm gonna... Maybe I'll find more use from fire bombs than I expect. So I'll get it, but only because it unlocks smoke screen. Still have no idea how to see my percentage, like, completion in this game, if there is such a thing. Well, I don't understand what the point of the warrior bows are. It's weird to think of spray damage in this game. It's like, is that really useful? That's never been useful in the series before. Alright. I keep clicking to drag the map. Let us... in this area... It's here... Oh, I'm not even in Alexandria. Where is that? Where is Alexandria? Anyone want to tell me? Oh, up there. Alright. So I'll get there eventually. For now, it's fine to focus on the side stuff. That being said, although it's still watching the stream, my laptop is having a hard time connecting to chat right now. So it's possible I'm missing stuff. I don't really mean to use him, but it's in the restricted area, so... I would like to make better use of Senu if he could do stuff. I remember reading he could stun enemies and help in combat. That's a pretty cool skill. But I'm pretty sure that's a little further down the skill tree. Right now I'm trying to pick stuff that benefits me now, immediately, that only costs one skill point. Very much doing cost-benefit analysis with every skill point I spend. You sound drunk, sir. Are you okay?
Have you seen my Book of the Dead in your travels, Magi? I went all the way to Memphis to buy it.
No. How was it lost?
Bandits. They came from the dunes nearby. When their leader saw how I cared for the book, he wrenched it from me. I thought my heart would stop.
I can help.
I
do
have
not
been
fear.
praying for someone like you. That book will unite me with my wife's spirit.
There you are, Father. We are going home.
But this Magi is helping me.
Oh, yes? You are going to find his book? If by some miracle you do, thank you.
Did you hear where the bandits meant to go?
I mean, if my goal is to find the book, I feel like I'm gonna find the book.
To meet him at
Aw, man, I tried to refresh the stream just to get the chat working again, but
We live nearby.
pretty sure it's my router that has the issue usually. Ah, that's good now. I'm glad I tabbed out because I missed your 2 messages. Okay, interesting. Good to know. So it's just an issue with the Twitch. If it affects both of us. Like, I was still able to watch the stream, but it. Alright. Sorry, I don't want to be tabbed out for too long in case random people pop in. There's a third viewer. Hey, hello. Yes, sorry. I am playing.
Father, the book is gone.
Daughter gave up already, apparently. Okay. So where am I going for this book? I don't think I tracked it properly when it offered me to be able to. So let's track it now. Okay. Find the Book of the Dead.
Find Mother in the field of reeds without it.
Over there?
I promise.
Huh, that's pretty far away. Oh, it's in the middle of the water. Okay, cool. Yes, the Book of the Dead is the target. That guy just asked me to find his book, so I will try to do that. I'm glad you're following. You're not doing that bad then. You're not the worst audience then. So don't be too hard on yourself, Mia. Anyway, quick friend update. Mark still sucks. Raj is still cool for spending time with me. Dave kind of sucks for never messaging me or spending time with me anymore randomly. I feel like he thinks I just don't care, which is true when it's not long term like this. But I am a little disappointed in him long term. And if he did have an issue, he should talk to me. So that's kind of where I'm at with my friends. Disappointment for not talking to me if they have any problems. Again, credit to Raj for doing so. It's like a week ago at this point, but still. Still did, so. I mean, I'm starting to realize through, like, deeper reflection and shit how much of a problem I had with Mark that I didn't even realize I had. Wait, what? What icon is 1003? What am I? What just appeared here? What is this? Why is there an icon here now? What? Did I find a clue here that told me to go this way? What the hell? Hey. That's not nice. That's pretty far. We're just closer. I don't even know. Between north and south. So, I don't even know if D&D is on for tomorrow. It's supposed to be a weekly Sunday thing, but Dave tends to use Sunday as an excuse. Like, in December. I don't know. He, like, suddenly becomes busy, even though he doesn't work on Sundays. It's like, okay. You could totally be... I mean, I get it. His work is busier. He works longer. He probably has less time to do other stuff, so he probably pushes some of that into Sunday. Time management. I've worked overtime. I know how you can shift priorities and still spend time where you want to. So, yeah, couple of the D&D members and I are like concerned. We're like, well, he's done this before. Said he's busy in December and then just dropped. I'm talking about Dave right now with the D&D group. He said he's busy for a while and then just dropped stuff and never picked it back up. It's like he was looking to use December's level of activity as an excuse to stop doing stuff. And it's happened a few years in a row now, weirdly. I don't even know if he realized he's doing it. I feel like maybe I should talk to him about that someday, but I mean, if he never wants to hang out with me or talk to me, it's probably not going to happen for a little while. So, but that's Dave's only issue to me. Dave's a pretty good friend overall. I guarantee there's been stuff that Mark or Raj have said about me that were probably a little too mean or harsh or like undeserved. Trust me, because I've heard them say that kind of stuff to my face enough, especially Mark. Mark is the biggest douchebag of all. The one I'm happiest to be spending time away from recently. But Dave's cool. I mean, he's not malicious usually. So usually when other people are talking shit about me or anyone, he's usually quiet about it. He's like, well, that it's like I don't really want to participate in this. So I bet that's how he has acted in a lot of instances with them. They have talked about me. So I give him that credit. Give him a break. Married with baby on the way. Way to give obvious context to any people who watch the stream on Twitch later who I'm talking about. I'm just talking about him in general, though. I'm talking about him without the baby. That's just how he's always been. So, you know, it's one of those things. They could say I have stuff to work on for myself, but it's like, well, have you guys looked inward? Because there's some pretty glaring issues y'all need to work on yourselves. But people are always quick to criticize others and not themselves. And I know that's a weakness in myself. There have been points in my life where I've been more critical of myself. Maybe too much so. You gotta balance it, because if you're too critical of yourself, you can start to get yourself down. You can start to get depressed. Like, I don't know. Hang on, I was smoking. 1 minute. Anyway, a point about Dave being he's a good guy. He just he has a hard time understanding other people. I'm trying to think the best way to put that. I don't know. He's a good friend though. When when he's not like being so blatantly, I don't know, shit. When he's not being so blatantly kind of, I don't know, brainwashed, I almost want to say, by Mark into taking his point of view about me and shit. Alright, he's a good guy when he's not like kind of falling for that. It's like, okay, is this what people think when their parents like become like MAGA hat people? Like, it's like how could someone I like this much be doing this? Sometimes I feel that way when they just take Mark's side about something dumb. It's like, really? Were you actually listening? Do you want me to send you the video? Except I feel like that kind of makes it worse. I don't know. For whatever reason, when I try to present proof, I tend to get backlash. Like, okay, I guess ignore my evidence. You know, what can I do? What the hell is this? Am I overheating? Why am I hallucinating? The hell? Who are you? Why are you get off my horse? This isn't a horse. Get off my camel. Am I hallucinating people pointing a certain way? I mean, I clearly am. Okay, where's the next one? I feel like I'm definitely overheating now because my screen just like blurred. That has to be a thing. I don't know. I don't know. Why isn't there an overheating meter?
Whoa. Hey, wait!
That's my plan. Trust me, I'm definitely not planning to be the first one to reach out in any capacity. It's like, dude, like I've been trying to tolerate you and hope you like just learn to be less of a dick to me and stop trying to trigger me with stupid shit. Like for so long, I didn't realize until I really stopped thinking about it recently. Ah, shit. Put my shield up. Like, I tolerated him for a while when I probably shouldn't have. But thinking back, I always felt a certain pressure anytime we would play anything with Mark. It's like, okay, like I felt like I had to be on guard a little bit. And sometimes I slipped up. Like, I don't know, I didn't even realize it. It became such a subconscious thing. Yeah, it's like, why should I put up with someone like that? And like it's the more I think about it, the more I talk to people who like care about me and like don't tell me what I want to hear, but what I need to hear, like you. Though I'm realizing it's like, well, I feel like gaslighting is a popular term these days, but I'm pretty sure he was gaslighting me. Like typical abusive behavior, like blaming the victim for the abuse they suffer. Like, wait a second, I caused this? Like I feel like I was trying to be the better person. Yes, I know Koski get that way. I've talked about that a few times. I try not to get too into it because there are good cops out there, so I don't want to make it seem like I just hate cops. But the ones that never say anything about the bad people, like, I get it. You want to protect yourselves, your career, your family's well-being because of your career. Really is what it comes down to. I get that that's usually what it comes down to. It's like, well, that's more important than my morals. They have to realize at some point that's the compromise they make. That's the problem. Like, what kind of person are you? Like, you're just spawning children who will also be shitty people to the world because they see you compromise. Kids aren't stupid. Like, they, even if they don't understand exactly what's going on, they understand. They understand what's happening to some extent. So, like, I'm just a little worried for his kids and kids and people like that. It's like really, you're like he like I asked him honestly one time. I was like, I'm really curious. Like, there's been a lot of bad press about cops lately. You know, I don't want to just blindly listen to shit, especially about NYPD, which you work for. So tell me. Like, I asked him, like, what is it really like? Like, I want to hear from you since you.
I will be pleased.
I'm glad I cleared this already. This quest is a lot easier because I cleared this area. I remember this basement. Yeah, I asked him one time about all that. I was like, tell me, how is it really? And he was like, well, it's so large, like it's such a large police force, like, and not everyone really knows each other, so like everyone kind of polices each other. Like, no one really lets anyone else get away with shit. And I listened to that, like, kind of believing it as he was saying it. Having already watched some videos that kind of proved otherwise, like, well, clearly these NYPD cops got away with this, so where was your protest about this? Or anyone, like, nobody lets anyone get, like, I was like, okay, what about that? Like, I had seen some of that stuff, but after that conversation, I kept seeing more and more, and whenever it involved the NYPD, I was like, really, dude? It's like, you really believed that? What the hell? How? What? I was. Did he really? Oh my god! What the hell is that? Get out of here! What the hell is this? I was hiding in the bushes. Who are you? Get out of here! This guy ambushed me. What the hell is that? I know. Like the whole Blue Lives Matter was such a transparent thing. It was like, you mean you guys are racists? Like, is that? I mean, the more you say that, like Blue Lives Matter, the more like, okay, yes, I'm admitting I'm a racist. It's like, really, you guys are really pushing that? Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't have a close friend. I wouldn't consider Mark a close friend. He's more of an acquaintance. We were only close friends when we were like 12 to 13 years old or so. We were very close, but he was a different person then. He hadn't messed around with drugs. He hadn't considered or entered the police force. So he was a much cooler person back then. He's clearly decided where his priorities lie. I can put it that way. And it lies less with being a good friend than protecting his family, which sort of makes sense. But he's willing to compromise basic morals to do that, which is something I am not willing to do, which is probably the main difference between our life philosophies. I think that's why we clash. I respect him wanting being the type of person that protects his family and shit, and sees things in a little bit of a black and white way. I can kind of appreciate that. I get why you want to think that way and why it makes it easier to deal with the world, even though it's a lot more gray than his eyes can clearly see. Even as a cop, and I'm sure he would disagree. He'd be like, I've seen this, I know it's gray, blah, blah. It's like, nope. Your actions say otherwise, my friend. Like, it just comes down to that. It's like, he would disagree because, again, he would say otherwise, but only one of us really cares about being right, I promise to you. I used to more than I do. It comes out every now and then in me. Again, I'll admit it. Sometimes not in the moment. But later on I'll admit it pretty willingly. Like with you, the time you again, that time in Unity or whatever where you like, it clearly said or Syndicate or whatever it was. It clearly said they escaped. I was like, I didn't see it. Again, pretty sure you're right about that, and I have no problem admitting that now. So I don't know. It's just a different life philosophy. It's being willing to take more accountability for yourself and your actions and your words, and hoping that means something, I guess, and that other people notice. Maybe that it helps the world become a better place. I'm not perfect, but I do try. As lame as that sounds, God, I do feel like I try to be that kind of person in general in my life. That's my general life philosophy, is to I try to be a good person and do good things. Make people happy, help them. I mean, I try to believe it like comes back to help you. And it does in my line of work, actually, more than anywhere else. Like, people are pretty good about expressing their appreciation to me, especially the more time has passed. It's become more evident. A lot of people say, like, I appreciate you and I appreciate all you do and stuff. Like, the more time has passed, it's like, oh, that is pretty nice to hear, actually. And I feel like it's more than I deserve from people at work. But like, I feel like it's my positive vibes I've tried to put out to my colleagues at work, like, that's coming back to help me and like helping me feel better about what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. That's my philosophy of life. It's less about being right. That's the thing they don't understand. It's like, you could say that. I'm sorry you believe it. It's not going to help you understand me or help us repair our friendship anymore if you do believe it. We can acknowledge I might have an issue with it, but it's not as big of an issue as I think you're making it out to be, I think, is my point of view. It's like, we can discuss specific instances where it happened, but generally you'll find it hard to, I don't know, to point out an instance where I wasn't at least later and willing to admit that I might not have been right. So I don't know. I'm a very reflective person. I'm very reflective of my actions, even if it's not right away. I do think a lot about things I've said and done, so I tend to get stuck up on that more than I probably should sometimes too. Actually, probably worse than I should be about that for my own mental health. Actually, that's something a therapist should probably tell me though. I don't know. See, I think so much about these things. It's like you start to realize where mind has started to wander. Um, when I think about subjects like this, like that's why I haven't had a therapist till now, because usually, if I think enough about stuff, and especially with other perspectives, shut up, guys. If you want to fight, fight me. Otherwise, just keep on with your patrol and leave me the hell alone. God damn it. Anyway, maybe you can see why I haven't necessarily thought I needed a therapist until now, because I have had a tendency to think really deeply about a lot of things in my personal life. I reflect a lot on stuff, and like, should I have said that? Like, was I justified in saying that? Should I have backed off there? Like, I question myself a lot, and it's been relatively healthy throughout most of my life, I feel like, so I've never felt stressed too much, or well, sometimes more than others in more serious circumstances, but never felt serious anxiety, serious depression. I was able to mostly balance that, but it's been harder in recent years. So that's why I think I need a therapist, but I can still think deeply about stuff, and I still feel like I made progress figuring some stuff out since I had that argument with Raj. Like I there's no way I was going to say he's right about everything, because that would be I've learned I might be 36, but I'm older in some ways. I've learned it's not healthy to blame yourself for everything. That's punishing to yourself. So I had to slow down quickly and try to be like, okay, was there justification for this assertion he made? Like I had to stop and think about it. I was like, okay, if he does think that, like, what was it based on? Like, I know there's times I've been disappointed in myself, etc., etc. So I don't know. I don't talk about this much because that's all in my head. Like, I don't know. Who wants to know? Who cares? But like, I feel like my friends don't realize how much I think about this stuff. Maybe. you know? I don't know. And I've had more thoughts than I've shared, I guess. But that is a lot of my thoughts that I just dumped out onto the table right there. Like, my thoughts are just, yeah, man, they're all over the place. I'm constantly questioning myself. Those guys went way further behind me this time. It took them a while to get back to go past me. What the hell? At least they're leaving me alone. But yeah, yeah, they start pulling into themselves. I know you said this a few minutes ago, but I really looked at chat for a bit. So, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it becomes more about when it's convenient for them, and less about what's good for society. Like, it's so easy. It's happened so quickly, and he's not a dumb person. Whatever criticism I have about Mark, he's not dumb. Like, he can figure shit out quickly. He likes looking into stuff if he's enjoying it and researching it, and figuring out how to do stuff better in a game or whatever, for example. Like, but man, I don't think he like it's amazing. Like, no matter how smart you are, and God, I try to question myself in this way a lot. No matter how smart you are, there, like, it can amaze you, the like the people around you that can get brainwashed or believe something that's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, it's wild. If you look in the right places, like I've limited my Reddit usage by a lot. I used to read it a lot more, but I've found the places where I can find some of the most interesting knowledge to me. And there's a subreddit called Insane Parents where teenagers post stuff like my mom really, not even teenagers. Sometimes it's like adults whose parents are still just crazy and text them this crazy shit. It's like people like the Trump stuff, for example. Like they just people you never thought like you would feel this way about suddenly became brainwashed by this bullshit. And suddenly you have to separate yourself from your family of all people because even though you thought they were smarter than that, they fell for it, and it's crazy. Like it the stories that like from real people about that are really interesting. So that's an interesting subreddit to follow. It like just for that relevance to my point here. But I think he kind of just like started believing stuff because it was convenient for him in this situation. Like, and I get it, but I feel like maybe I was lucky that I suffered so much because I don't have that point of view where I'm so selfish about it. It's like I feel like, and my late wife felt this way too, which is a big part of it. Like she cared about other people and she cared about being a good person and like not being a burden or an asshole or like giving people a second chance if you wanted to judge them for something like for cutting you off for example, or she's like, well, what if they were panicking in the moment and they didn't know what to do and they thought they saw a chance and they took it. Like she was like she would point out things like that. Like she would say, well, I felt that way once or twice. What if it's the only time in their life that they'll ever do that? And like she would say shit like that. I was like, damn you, you're man. This is why I married you. Damn. She's that kind of person. She made me like really like like road. That's road rage, I guess we could say. Like road rage, for example. She really made me double think road rage. So nowadays, without her around, I'll admit I'll say stuff to other drivers, but I will almost never act. God, I have once or twice since, and I'm always pretty ashamed afterwards. Like this is the effect she's had on me. Like I can't do anything without feeling guilty about it afterwards, so it makes me not want to do it again. Like she made me a better person on the road. Like I might say shit, I might trash talk people in my car, but I don't drive aggressively because they do. And I think she really helped with that actually. Like that's man. Like that's what I try to get out of people is I try to be a better person. I don't know. I try not to be so self-serving because when someone points out that I'm being self-serving, it makes you feel bad. So maybe that's sort of unique to me. I don't know. You tell me. Like when anything happens like that, it makes me be like, well, okay, maybe I should better myself. More than I normally try to better myself. Like generally I do try to work to be a better person, but I mean sometimes I need an issue pointed out to me to realize there's something I need to work on. It's like sometimes the approach helps too, because if someone approaches me about an issue too aggressively, I question their motive. It's like, well, is this a personal thing for you? Like, am I really like, is it really me or is it you? Like, just to be fair to myself, it's like, well, why wouldn't you talk to me sooner? I mean, we could have had a calmer discussion if you'd brought up an earlier concern rather than letting it build up to this. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the person I try to be. So when people say I care about being right or I'm self-assured, I'm like, really? Like, I feel like, is that really all you get out of our interactions? Because, I don't know, like, call me crazy, but I feel like I try really hard not to be that way. So, I don't know. And, again, they can say, fine, I'll move, asshole. Even though I'm not in your way, and I haven't been any of the times you've patrolled, I'll move out of your way. Senu even left my arm, jerk. You're just chilling on my arm, and you messed it up. Anyway, yeah, no matter how much anyone might try to say it's just me, my response is the same. Oh yeah, okay, well it's just you. Like now what? Clearly the issue is our communication with each other then. So you clearly want to blame me, but I can tell what the real issue is. So it's a matter at this point of them. Like, yes, I have my own therapy issues I need. I have stuff I need to work on. That's more personal stuff. It's a little less my interaction with them. My interaction with them have a lot to do with their, especially Mark's behavior, probably. So, I don't know. I'm fine with the tire part because I think with them away from me, they'll be able to see Mark with more objectivity. I think, uh, with less of a chance to think I'm being biased by standing up to his bullshit, so they can see his bullshit for themselves. Or maybe he's being good and behaving around them, which would be a little disappointing. It's like, all right, well, of course you're. I don't know. Some good actors are like that. Let's just say that, I guess. But I know they've seen so for themselves. Like, there was a time where Mark was a complete asshole to Dave, and I messaged Dave saying, like, why would he respond that way? Like, why does he respond to us that way? Because it was during Satisfactory when we were playing that. Man, that boring ass game I fell asleep during a couple times. Again, tolerate it because it was a way to spend time with the guys, but God, that game is boring as hell. Can I just be open about it finally? Jesus Christ. uh, yeah, whatever you're trying to say in your last message, I'm going to need you to clarify. Also, I need to tab out to make sure I didn't miss anything, because, let's see. Yep. Okay. Missed a lot of messages because my chat on my laptop was out. I knew it was struggling to connect to chat, so I was rambling on purpose. It's fine. I need to go to the bathroom, so be right back. All right, I am back. I should have played music, but that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what that last message meant. He's trying. Oh, he's trying. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, absolutely. Okay, I understand that better now. Okay. didn't understand at first without the other messages as context, but now I do. Okay. Don't worry, it would come up. My concern is, like, I feel like I'm gonna have to approach a therapist the right way. Like, I have to tell him, listen, you could, I want you to make suggestions to me, like, that the best way to help me is not to just assume I'm wrong, because part of my issue is a friend who likes to try to tell me I'm wrong when I'm not. So it's become a bit of a sore spot. So I'd probably like present it something like that. Be like, it would really help me if you tried to tell me like, well, maybe think of it this way. Like, try to just present different points of view. Because if you give me like a seed, if you plant a seed and you give me room to think about it and think how it applies to my situation, that often helps me a lot more than someone who comes aggressively at me like Raj and incorrectly says I care so much about being right. It's like, no, you don't get it. Like, the other stuff you said made me think, but that was completely wrong. I mean, and of course that's a response you'd get from someone who cares about being right. But again, all I have to do is point to the other evidence where I'm happy to admit I'm wrong. I don't know. It's like, it's that easy for me. So anyway, let me see. Okay, you're good, Mia. Give me an extra minute. I just need to take care of some stuff on my phone real quick. Yeah, I mean, I've tried to deal by just ignoring it. Or apologizing for being a nuisance. I even tried to be the bigger person, be like, I'm sorry, I'm bothering you by asking this question. For example, like, I have memories like that, and clearly the other guys don't remember those specific situations where I just simply ask a question, where is this? And he was an asshole to me. I don't know. Like, I don't know how much better I can deal with that. Like, at some point, my point of view at present is I didn't quite realize how badly I needed it, but I should have cut him out of my life sooner. So it might not be bad that I'm not spending time with them, because I feel like I needed time and space to figure out that I don't really want to hang out with Mark. Because he's an asshole. I don't know. And I'm sorry this is going to be on like stream and video evidence for a lifetime, but he's kind of an asshole right now. I don't know what to say. He has been for the last several games you've played. I mean, you could. It's a lot of content to go through, but you can go through it and see it for yourself. And yes, I may have reacted defensively at times because I think subconsciously I knew what was going on, and I think I was just tired of it and like. I'm not gonna like stand for it anymore. Like I'm not a doormat. Like my whole life I've tried not to be that because I feel like I've known people who were and hated it. So it's like, okay, I try to learn from other people. I don't know. So I don't know. My mind, we're getting deep into my real deep thoughts suddenly. We're starting to scratch the surface of my deeper thoughts for sure. No, nothing to apologize about. I wouldn't be talking about it. This is the sort of stuff I shouldn't be talking about on stream. You're self-conscious about listening to me and Raj. This is much more personal than anything we tend to talk about. Yeah, I know he's part of the friend group. That's the problem. And the other guys don't see how toxic he is sometimes. I think because I just had the benefit of having had a super empathetic wife. She just she had a deeper understanding of people's emotions because I think because her emotions are so misunderstood a lot of the time. It's just taken me a while to realize that. Like, not quite realize that, but realize the extent of it, I guess, is really what I mean. Just how much she really understood other people and their emotions and their thinking. And I don't know, just how much consideration she gave for a situation a random person might be in. I don't know. Like, it really taught me. It's been a tough lesson, but it's really taught me empathy. I don't know, like a level of empathy I never had before. So the tough part of that, oh god, the toughest part of that is realizing how lucky I am to feel that way or to understand what she tried to teach me, but also acknowledging how rare it is that anyone else in the world also understands it. It's like a blessing and a curse. I'm a better person, but the rest of the world is not, and I see it now. It was a rough lesson for me. So it's what I've been struggling with over time. It's like, yes, I don't want to judge that person for cutting me off. I don't want to, but they're not going to see it that way. Like they might have been completely selfish about it and maybe they did cut me off and they didn't learn. Like there's so many people who I see it so often on the road. Like it means it can't be everyone's first time cutting people off or doing this or that. Like it happens so often. Like I don't know. I kind of offset it with reality. It's like, well, no. Yes, you're right. I should think that way most of the time. But God, it happens so often. Oh, I know I have some codependency issues. I think that's why I've been struggling since breaking up with Kat a little bit. Because it is nice to have someone around because honestly, again, we're touching into my deeper thoughts here. I have started to wonder if my lack of motivation is in part due to my codependency and the fact that I have no one right now to lean on like that. I do hang out with her sometimes, but she's not here almost every day like she used to be. And I don't know, having someone who wants to spend that kind of time around you, I don't know. I guess I became that way with my wife over time. I don't know. I never realized I would be that way. But it gave me a lot of motivation having someone else to care about and to take, I don't know, not take care of per se, but to care about and I don't know, all the stuff that comes with that. So yes, I'm quite sure that's part of it. I have thought about that. I do miss having someone like that. And Raj, one of the things Raj said was that I do need someone who cares about me, and does want to actually, I don't know, love me, look after me, take care of me, whatever, however he phrased it. Like, yeah, I think that was his. When he got past the bullshit aggressive part of the start of it, I think that was one of his ways of subtly saying the same thing you're saying about codependency. Well, that's past tense though. Yes, I did put up with her crap in the past. Hasn't really come up recently because of how rarely we see each other. Like, that's the thing. BPD is a lot easier to deal with when you're not constantly around each other, because one of the hallmark features of a person with borderline is the fact that they have an FP, i.e. a favorite person, is what it stands for. Because their emotions are that intense. It just plays into... Remember, the whole BPD thing is the fact that they just experience emotions like times 1,000%. Or times 1,000, I don't know, however you want to put it. Their emotions are really intense, so usually the problem is their anger, because that tends to cause the most problems. Obviously, why would happiness or anything else cause problems? Of course, anger causes problems. Like, when you stop to think about it, it makes complete sense that that's exactly why that's exactly why BPD people have issues. So yes, I did try to. I understand that still, and I still am willing to tolerate it to an extent because I feel like more than any other mental, like, my friends accepted the severity of my wife's depression and anxiety. I don't think they accepted the severity of Kat's borderline, which pissed me off a little bit. It's like, I don't mind that you feel that way if it's too much for you to deal with, but just tell me. You can say, listen, I'm sorry she deals with this. I see it myself. It's just hard for me to deal with, like, it's hard for me to want to, like, hang out with her or whatever. All they had to say would have been a 5-minute conversation. I'd be like, oh, that's a bummer, but I get it because I've had arguments with her, and look, that would have been my response. But like, I get it. I don't expect you, like, you're not obligated to. I was just hoping, I'm trying to, my response would have been, I'm trying to reach out like olive branches for her because she needs friends who can. But if you can't, I get it. So, like, that would have been my response, 100%, I guarantee. In the past and now, because that's basically how I felt the whole time. So when they just stopped talking to me and hanging out with me, it's like, okay, Wrong with you guys. Hmm. And then I learned after like a few months of, and this is like right after my brother Dan died too. It's like, really, you guys are doing this now? Like, you really choose now to like be too cowardly to talk to me about how you feel? Is like that experience from a year and a half ish ago, a little more than that, has kind of probably colored my opinion about everything that's happened since then. By the way, so that's why I've wandered into this subject. It was really disappointing that they acted that way. After my brother died, I was like really, we can't even talk about anything. Like, what the hell? Like, I know I'm grieving, but I'm still an adult and in my 30s. What the hell? I've had a wife that also died. Like, I could talk about shit. Like, you think what do you think? I just like freeze? Like, I paralyze in fear the second an uncomfortable subject comes. Like, how would I function in life? It was like amazing to me how like I was like, why are we like this? How old are we? It was, like, I don't know. So that's definitely been in the picture for me this whole time. Well, it's more like it's less anger than feeling like I'm being disrespected. It's like, come on, like, talk to me. What are you doing? How old are we in high school? Like, of course I'd be a little upset if I'm being treated like a high schooler. It's like, come on, we're adults. Let's talk. Like, what do you think I'm gonna do or say to you, and why? What evidence do you have to base that on? Literally, nothing. Like, maybe since Mark started being an asshole, maybe there's some evidence there, but like, I don't know, you know. It's like, stop. Can we just chill and try to like get along? Like, do we have to try to prove each other wrong about stuff? Like, do we have to get upset at each other for asking for help or asking questions? Like, do we have to be this way? Can we just chill and have a good time and be like, oh yeah, it's fine if you forget that. It's over there. Like, why can't that be the response instead of it's on the second floor? Second floor being like a giant area. It's like, okay, thanks. Like, I had to start accepting that and like spend 10 minutes exploring the giant second floor in Satisfactory. Like it's like, do you know how many machines there are to like check? Like, I don't know what does what. I have to look at every single one of them and see what they do. Uh, well, it's hard not to be upset when when someone is like, it is literally abuse. I feel like. I mean, I at least can turn off the faucet by staying away from it. I could turn off the faucet because it's not my significant other. But that's why I had to break up with Kat, because it wasn't a convenient faucet that I could turn off. I had to. I had to end things with her. Uh, why aren't I moving? Can I? Why? Why? What? My mouse is working. Oh, whoops. My keyboard is low on batteries. That's why I turned it off temporarily. Yeah, I had to break up with my girlfriend because I couldn't get away from her otherwise. But I can't fix someone else's issue. That's the problem. Like, I can control my reaction, yes, but at some point that control of my reaction becomes me deciding to become a doormat. Oh, I wasn't really playing, but yes, I do switch back. Um, at some point, that turns into me becoming a doormat, basically, and letting someone walk all over me. It's like, is that what I really want to do? I don't know. Like, I could say my piece, but I also know my friends too well. Like, and it might seem like an excuse, but I guarantee you, if I said something about it, I would be met with backlash pretty hard backlash, and I don't know. Maybe I need to be like Raj, who was willing to do that to me, despite probably knowing he would get backlash. Again, he was still also wrong about a few things, but I still respect him way above and beyond the others for actually talking to me about anything. It's like, good. Let's get this out there. But yeah, no, I don't want to be a doormat. That's the struggle. It's a struggle between like admitting when I'm wrong and being a doormat, because apparently no one sees me being the doormat. That's the problem with being the doormat. When you're like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Like I, no one has ever acknowledged me. Like, hey, that was probably a good choice. Just like being quiet and laying low instead of like correcting him, or like no one has. Why doesn't anyone acknowledge the good stuff? That's the problem. It's like, okay, what's the point of me trying to be this way? Like it makes me feel like that doormat, you know? It's like, well, what's the point of this effort if they still like just turn against me? Because he says some bullshit. Who knows what? Like, okay. Great. So that's part of the reason I'm glad to be spending time away. Anyway, it's like I really just need to be away from that environment in general. I don't know. Well, maybe, but I don't know if wording will matter, because my friend, again, they're not dumb. Again, no matter what I say about them, they're not stupid. Like they'll know when I'm starting to question their actions or words, and they will become defensive, which is a big concern for me, because they're more that way than I am. So I know it's a concern, because I know I'm that way a lot of the time. So if I think they're more that way than I am, it's like, oh god, that might be a problem. Hmm. I just don't know how to plant the seed. Like I'm a little too far removed at this point to plant a proper seed, unfortunately. That's what I'm thinking. Well, that's basically the point my brother tried to make years ago that I was telling you about the other day. Like, he tried to tell me how smart I was, but I called bullshit on it for a long time. I was like, I don't feel smart. I feel like I'm here for the ride with everyone else. I don't know. But my brother wasn't stupid either. So like that's the dilemma. There I am again. It's like, well, I'm always like back and forth. So it's like, well, A, but then B, but then C, but on the other hand, there's D. Well, but what about E? Well, there's F for E. It's like, uh, but there's too much going on in my brain sometimes. Yes. That's the first thing you've said tonight that has exactly matched something Adriana said to me. She added that she's the same way, though. So we do have that in common, apparently. Yep, overthink. Yeah, I think it's one word. Think so. Anyway, sorry for the therapy session, viewers. Appreciate you viewing, even though I know very few of you are actually going to be watching, based on my... Well, Twitch doesn't give as specific statistics as YouTube does, at least for my level of Twitch. Okay. Maybe more popular streamers have more info, but I got most of my watching info from YouTube, actually. No need to shut up. I mean, I wouldn't have talked about this if I didn't feel like talking about it, I guess. I'm still working through my feelings about it, I guess. So it's fine. Like, it's just the hard part for I know the hard part for me is my impatience with it's like, well, I figured this out, so my friend should figure this out now. It's my impatience in wanting them to catch up to what I've figured out. But they won't unless they really start thinking about themselves. And I don't know if I should be the catalyst for that. That's the thing. I don't know. And if I should, what should I say? Because I know I benefit from a particular approach, so maybe they benefit from one that I'm not thinking about right now. So I don't want to be aggressive to them either, because I know I wouldn't respond well to an aggressive approach. Like, etc., etc. I'm telling you, I think about these things. Raj can sit there and say all day long that I care about being right, but that's just his unfortunately incorrect perception that he needs to work on figuring out himself. Sorry, Raj. That was a very clear sign you need to work on yourself. Unfortunately, it did make me think about some things, but it also tipped your hand about yourself, buddy. Sorry to tell you. Anyway, I will. Oh, it's later than I thought. Shit. Nah, you're not. Even if some of these thoughts evolve over time, and I don't think them a week or two from now, it still helps to get them out, I guess. I sound so confident now, but watch me change my point of view in a week or two, like I've already done since a week or two ago. So this is the benefit of therapy. You're my mini therapy session here. I'm acting like I'm in a restricted area, but I don't think I am. Ask. The problem is asking for help with conversations with reactions that are out of your control. Like, how acquiescent do I need to be? That's a good word, acquiescent. Teacher gives that word. How acquiescent do I need to be with friends before they will actually listen to my potential criticism? Especially friends that are especially sensitive and defensive to criticism, and care so much about being right that they will gaslight, obstruct, and project, and tell me I'm being defensive. How do I deal with that? Also, subtle hint that standard for GOP. Haha. Political message. Okay, I was wondering if you're gonna address the fact that you're using the word shrink. Yes, that is quite an outdated term. Yes, because it does very specifically minimize the severity of mental illnesses. So doesn't really offend me, but I get why people find it offensive. I don't know. This. Alright. You haven't said anything, but I'm still speaking anyway. I don't know. Oh, well, now you did. Hang on. I mean, I guess, but if you're gonna suggest that, you're gonna make me think about that now. So I'm gonna start thinking if I can figure that out for myself. Like, should I be apologetic, or like, should I be vulnerable? Like, where I'm like, okay, well, I was probably wrong in this instance, and I'm sorry for being like this sometimes. Like, I can clearly think about those approaches. So I'm like, well, do I really need someone else to tell me that? Like, I can be that way. I just feel like it's fallen on deaf ears a lot. Like, how apologetic can I be? Like, I know I shouldn't say anything before talking to someone who might present a point of view I never thought of. Got it. But right now I'm thinking, like, well, what other approaches could I take? How apologetic could I be? Like, how much can I like bend the knee? let's see Game of Thrones terminology. Let me bend the knee before the person I'm trying to please or whatever. even if I don't mean it. Like, how much do I need to do that? Like, that becomes the question. It's like because I whatever your description or anyone's Brainiac or whatever, I think about this shit. So, like, I'm gonna think about how, if I do that, how do I come across? What does that person start to think of me, or what I'm willing to tolerate? Like, how much should I apologize for, even if it's not my fault? Like, should I accept this, because then they'll start taking this liberty over me that they shouldn't, because they misunderstood the fact that I actually might have agreed or apologized. And like, it's like, I'm willing to apologize, but what if they start taking advantage of me again? Then what? Like, I feel like I ask legitimate questions. Like that. Then what do I do? Like, at what point do I cut this person out, or start talking to my other friends and say, hey, I think this person is toxic, and I don't want to spend time with them, so I'd rather spend time with you, or you two, or whatever. Like, at what point does it reach that? Like, like, that becomes my question, because, like, do I really need to bend over backwards that much? It's like, damn. At some point, I can own my issues, but someone else needs to own theirs too. God. Interacting with any other human, like, they have to own their issues too. Like, I can't just own their issues for them. It becomes complicated. Yes, I know you can't type very quickly. But I have to balance the thoughts between thinking too aggressively and and I'm the person who tries to be empathetic too, because of my wife. So it's such a weird balance to try to strike sometimes, because you can't always see other people's motives. Like, people are so good at pretending, and then their asshole comes out. It's like, shit, man, keep that covered up. uh, well, I went to this. So now I know what the blue. It's like the Nomad Bazaar or whatever. So I guess I can move up to. Ah, there's more question mark. Oh wait, nope. Those are in the other zone. But there's a few more water missions. Go up the road first, though. Hey, thank you, whoever, for follow. Sorry, actually, hang on. Let me make sure who that's. Don't tell me that was you, Mia. Please don't be Mia. That would be pretty funny if it was, but I'm about to find out. It was Mia. Oh, Mia, why would you do that? You've secured your position as the most recent 3 followers out of 4. I didn't stop talking, so I don't know why you did that. uh, last time it was trying to wake me up, but I'm definitely not asleep this time, so I'm not sure why you did that this time. But I appreciate the refollow. I went down to 26 and back up to 27. Thank you. I mean, I was reading. Were you listening to me? I was responding. Or wait, hang on. Has my chat been out longer than it told me? Because started circling. Let's see. Oh, I missed one message. Only one though. Let's see. That would be very hard to do, considering that I have learned in retrospect that Mark is the issue. So, I am happy to spend time away from Mark. I regret that Dave doesn't care about spending time with me, so that's why I'm disappointed in him. Not mad at him, just disappointed. Which might, if it was me, I would feel worse about a friend being disappointed in me than if they were mad at me. So that would actually make me feel worse, actually. So I guess arguably that's worse, but but no, I'm not mad at Dave. I don't think it's worse from my point of view, but I feel like I would if I was on the receiving end. But anyway, also Raj still gets credit for me for talking and hanging out with me still. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I can. I just I have mixed feelings about talking to Raj because he listened to some of what I said, but if I questioned some of what he asserted, he would be defensive too, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. I have to decide whether it's worth I don't know. Another motto I try to live by. Even I'm stretching it a little bit, but discretion is the better part of valor. I don't know. I try to live by that a little bit. Like I don't want to start a fight if I don't need to. Sometimes either. I don't know. So I don't know. Dave is a safer target to talk to because he is much less aggressive. he's much slower to respond. He considers things longer. So if I was gonna just talk to anyone about my gripes, it would be him. And I don't necessarily think he would, like, spill the beans on what I thought to anyone if it wasn't appropriate. Like, he wouldn't just, like, tell Mark, oh, Eric thinks you suck. Or whatever. Is he attacking me? Bird, get out of here. Is it because I'm... Is this your nest here? Where am I? Oh. It looks like a nest, but there's, Are these eggs? Oh, don't worry. I only stepped on them a few times. I think Roger would be better to start with, even though I think he'd be defensive about some of my issues, some of my actual issues. Maybe. I don't know. I have to think about it. Because I don't want to be dishonest about my feelings. But obviously I don't want to be too aggressive either. So of course it's on my mind. And I don't necessarily need help figuring out how not to be aggressive. It's not that hard to figure out. It's just deciding whether you think you should be. I don't know. It's like, well, how strongly do I feel like, well, you said this and it was complete bullshit. And it's pretty insulting that you felt that way. Like, to what extent should I feel that way? Or should I justify that feeling? Again, don't want to be a doormat. It's like, there's definitely a part of me that's like, well, I want you to know how much you disappointed me saying or thinking this. It's like, I'm really sorry that you felt that way, because it kind of tells me that you didn't really have faith in me. Like, I don't know. There would be a few things I would say in that context, because I was pretty disappointed in the fact that he just parroted whatever bullshit Mark spouted to him clearly on a few issues. It's like, really? Really? You actually believe that? Like, you didn't notice that he said X first? And, like, I went back to confirm in some videos on a couple of those things. Like, really? You completely forgot that? Like, it was disappointing. So, like, it's I don't know. How do I point that out to someone? This is loot treasure. I assume underwater, then. Yes, word things correctly, but you're saying sugarcoat things, essentially, not word things correctly, because you're asking me to change things from how I actually feel to something they'll accept more, which I get. Again, I guess I need that too, to some extent. So it's just a matter of figuring out how to sugarcoat it then. Do I really need a therapist to tell me how to do that, or can I figure out how to... at this point, and you know therapists phrase it in a better way, but you have to realize it comes totally across as manipulation. At some point, it's like, at what point am I manipulating? At what point am I quote unquote figuring out how to communicate? Like, which one am I actually doing here? Am I manipulating someone or am I communicating here? So again, overthinking probably. But I also know you could say quote unquote figuring out how to communicate, but I'm not stupid. We are totally figuring out how to manipulate someone into feeling less offended. Because it would be a very deliberate type of communication from me. Because I would know I would be trying not to upset them. So it would be very. I guess they wouldn't have to know that on the receiving end, but God, from my end, I would totally know I was manipulating them. Communicating, yes. You're talking about communicating in a certain way that elicits a specific reaction. That is manipulation to a T. Sorry if it insults you, but that is manipulation to a T. It's like, well, I want them to react this way, so let me put it this way. Just saying. I know you said I'm a brainiac and I'm not stupid, but I'm just saying. Come on, my friends aren't that stupid either. I would be very self-conscious taking that approach because I know what I would think. I would be like, you're trying to manipulate me. That would be my exact approach. I would be very offended that someone was trying to phrase something a safe way instead of just being honest with me. I would be very offended about that. So that's the position I would put my therapist in. I would be like, well, how do you phrase it without someone like me questioning that they're being manipulated and being offended by it? Can you guarantee like a communication that is so covert that someone doesn't even can't even tell they're being manipulated? Is like, can you give me that solution here? Because that's probably what I need. uh, Like that's the approach I need to take with my friends by this point, because they think they're so smart and they have everything figured out, and that I care about being right and etc. etc. So I need to like counteract that mindset, because I mean I'm not gonna convince them otherwise by just saying that that they've started to succumb to that point of view. They're not just gonna believe me like a snap of a finger. So I don't know. Well, you say that, but you're not getting how someone like me interprets that, is the actual truth of it. I get what you're trying to say. Communicate things a certain way that make people feel appreciated and that you care about them. But it would have to be such a specific way to approach it that, I don't know, someone who's not like me, or someone who is like me, wouldn't even see it remotely as a form of remotely of manipulation. I don't know. Yes, maybe overthinking, but there's evidence that they have done that to this point too, because they've completely misunderstood my point of view on a few things. So I'm trying to foresee that type of reaction. Sorry for trying to think ahead. I need to expect my perspective potentially, because they're like that a lot too. That's the part you're not getting. I get you think I'm not getting something. You're not thinking further ahead. That's the problem. You think you're thinking pretty far ahead, and you are. But my friends are not stupid either. And they'll think of things a certain way too, sometimes. And I need to think further. I just think like 5 steps ahead, Mia. You're like, you're thinking 3 steps ahead. You're overthinking. Like, nope. I need to think 5 steps ahead. You don't know my friends. I promise you. I'm not overthinking. A little bit, but I'm definitely not completely overthinking. I promise you. I'm trying to. Being over prepared is better than the alternative with them. Because they will cling to something that is hard to argue with, even if it's possible to argue with. And, wait, I can't steer this? Oh no, you were bringing me towards where I wanted to go until now. No! Bye. Well, maybe till a little earlier than now. But I'm not that far from it. Anyway, I need to think that even if I say A, then I have to do B. If B doesn't work, then I have to try C. If C doesn't work, I have to try D. If D doesn't work, I have to try E. If E doesn't work, I have to try F. It sounds crazy, but you didn't hear the argument I had with Raj. Trust me, I know I need to have that level of preparation with my friends. I need to have a plan F, at the very least. Because they will probably think at least until plan E. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry if it upsets you or you think I'm wrong or overthinking, but it just tells me you don't understand my friends well enough. Sorry to tell you. Like, I don't know, they go to great lengths to prove their point, which I understand because I was that way a lot, and have residuals of that now, which I'll admit. But the reason we're all having this problem and clashing heads is because we were all this way. Or were, or whatever. I wasn't even looking at chat until now. Yeah, I mean, I do overthink. I think it's safe to. Oh, God, why am I going on a boat with someone else that's driving? And this is a problem last time too. Yeah, I think the problem is you think I'm overthinking in this specific situation. Yes, I might overthink in general. No, I don't think I'm overthinking in this situation. And when Adriana has told me I've been overthinking, she's been pretty right about it, but maybe I'm not expressing it correctly. Well, she was the one who told me to stop being the convenient friend. Get out of here. Are you trying to make me use your boat? Get out of here. And ever since she told me to stop being the convenient friend, that has really helped my mental health, actually. Stop. This guy really wants me to ride this boat. Dude, get out of my way. I can't steer you. I mean, unless it's not WASD controls. You're an asshole. Alright. Wait. Borrow. Get out of here. You sit. I didn't realize I could do that. Good. Anyway, yeah, I've been much better since I started taking time to myself. And not caring as much what anyone else is doing. It's been nice, just learning to ignore them more. I was like, yeah, I will try to not be the convenient friend. Yes. That was one of the best advice, I don't know, best piece of advice she could have given me. Well, you're also trying, hey, you know, this is a pet peeve of mine. Don't try to correct something that I wasn't wrong on. I didn't say I shouldn't see a shrink. So if you're trying to convince me to see one, then you're starting to make me feel like I'm saying I shouldn't. So let's acknowledge that I know and move on. So if you're trying to prove that, you can stop. No! I wasn't crouching. Shit, I was too loud. I drew attention. However, I'm level 10 and you're level 7, bitch.
You are out of options. Wait a minute. You will pay, corpse.
Corpses don't fight back, but that works. Oh no, I would totally go to a therapist with the intent of actually talking. I would just hope that their responses would be adequate, because I know that's the problem Aubrey had. When therapists didn't work, like she had no problem like starting to open up, but if they didn't like show any form of sympathy or empathy to what she was dealing with, it's like, okay, this isn't gonna work. Like she got a sense very quickly who worked for her and who didn't, and mostly they didn't. So it was very sad for me when she lost the therapist to cancer that did work for her. It was really the start, as I pointed out. I don't know if you remember, but pointed out before, that was really the start of her last depression, I guess. I feel like it never recovered once she lost her therapist that she really liked. I'm not in that position. I'm not like suicidal or anything, so I'm not nearly as bad of a position as my wife was in. But I see the signs that I'm close. I spend a lot of time alone. I spend more time than I should in bed. I have a significant lack of motivation. If I do question my motivation for things, it's more like, well, what's the point? And not because I'm sad, which is very much an indicator of depression. People think depression is being sad. Ignorant people think depression is being sad. People who understand depression understand it's more a complete lack of caring. It's like, well, what's the point? Why should I get out of bed? Like, why should I do anything other than this all day, or be lazy or whatever? Like, there's so much of that with depression. Wait, nope. What? Predator attack? What's this? What's happening here? Animal here. Oh, hey, Croc. I've beaten the shit out of you guys, bitch. I got you. Oh, missed, bitch. Oh, missed again. Missed. Got you. Oh, you got me that time. Ah, a weak little hit. Ah, poor little bitch, Croc. Sorry. You don't need to apologize for bringing anything up. This is just turned into a therapy session to some extent, so You guys have a crocodile issue here. Alright, you guys good? No more crocs. Oh, bipolar is... I've never dealt with bipolar, so I can't speak to it, but I'm sure it is quite different. I'm sure it has similarities, but I'm sure it is quite different from severe depression and anxiety. I mean, I don't know how many suicide attempts you had to live through, but I'm good. I feel like I have a lifetime worth. Also, thanks Bayek for jumping right off. You know I didn't want you to do that, asshole. Be right back. Go to the bathroom. Oh, really? She was suicidal? Sorry for making an assumption that she wasn't. I am back, by the way, obviously. You didn't mention that, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not suicidal. Especially with my parents around. So, maybe that's a stupid thing to say. But, with them around, yeah. There's no way I would subject them to losing 2 children. That would be, like, the worst thing humanly possible. So I intend to live beyond my parents, at the very least. So don't worry, as questionable as that motivation might be, I at least have that motivation. Ah, that was early. My wife probably already had a couple by that point. No, sorry. Shame on me for comparing. It doesn't matter. Better catch myself right away on that one, because that totally made me seem like an asshole there. My wife was in, let's see, I think I remember her age that she said. It was 15, if I'm recalling correctly. But, that was her first, like, real attempt that was, that would have succeeded. Like, she knew it was going to. But, one of her friends who she didn't end up staying in too close a touch with over the years, but we still invited her to her wedding. Randomly texted her to make sure she was okay. Like, apparently within, I don't know, within 15 minutes of my wife attempting. And because she cared about my wife, potentially prevented suicide and potentially allowed me to eventually meet her and marry her. That was quite the story to listen to. She was like, I kind of blocked out some of the details because I didn't really want to think about them, but she planned something in the bathroom or bathtub or whatever. Stopped because of this friend. So I told her, the friend, after Aubrey died, like within a year or two after. But I told her that Aubrey told me that story. I was like, just so you know, I probably never would have been married to her if you had never done that. Never would have had her in my life. So thanks. Well, it's tough to think about now. Even you could probably hear it in my voice, but whew. It was wild to think about how close I guess it was. I am up quite late, but I did sleep in today, and I did nap as well. So I did prepare for the possibility of staying up slightly late. So it's already a little past 10:30, a little late. But, hang on. I'll be right back. A minute or two. Huh, I just noticed the objective. Dead Men Tell No Tales. Nice quest title. Anyway. No, comparing is bad. Shouldn't compare. I mean, I'm glad you appreciate it, but no, it's like comparing grief. You can't really, you shouldn't compare it. It's a very personal subject. But yeah, maybe a subject change. If Raj wanted to hang out tonight, he is definitely missed his window of opportunity. So if he does up into the stream or whatever, or try to get my attention, probably just gonna have to watch me play this at this point because I don't think I'm willing to do anything else. So. I have no idea where they're at. I would guess they're playing 7 days because they had the motivation to do something with their league buddies. And Raj like weekly attempted to invite me. And it's weird because I'm still in their Discord server. It's like, should I leave? Like, it's so much more. I'm just. It's been a constant weighing ever since the start. Like, should I stay in the Discord server where they connect and join the voice chat to play 7 Days to Die, or should I leave? I haven't left because I almost feel like it would be more awkward to leave by this point. So I don't know. It's like I don't because it announces. I think or wait, does it? Maybe it doesn't. I could probably leave, but it would still be obvious because I'm one of 6 people on the server. Like, I don't know what I should do. I'm trying to just ignore it. Honestly, that's the approach I'm taking. I'm like, all right, let me just pretend it doesn't exist. But I know they use it because sometimes I see the little like voice chat icon above the server. Like, shit. Try to ignore it. No. Ah. It's a reminder of when you guys decide to play something without me, and then thought about me in second hand. Like, oh, maybe we should invite him. Yes, it's very much a reminder of that. Yes. uh, so yes, I'm not as interested in joining. I've also watched a lot of 7 Days to Die, so it's fine. I don't care about being included so much. If they go really far, like 100 days or something, I would feel a little offended by that point. Like, okay, why didn't we make that kind of effort when we were playing? Like, that's how it would feel to me at that point. But if it's a long game. There's no way they're probably around day 7, maybe a little past. I'm not sure. Um, but we got to like day 30 something in our playthrough, so I don't know. I guess to some extent it would bother me a little bit if they went further. I'd be like, well, hey, we were talking about going further, and then we just never did. Hey, jerk. Care more about your league friends. At that point, it would start to probably feel like that. Like, why didn't we go further? But it's not at that point, so I don't really care at this point. At the point, it's more like, well, okay, this happened. It's fine. It gave me the excuse to be away from abuse to some extent. So at this point, there's much less reaction, I guess, than my first few streams where I was like, hey, we could be playing something else more interesting. I was saying that a lot at first, but that was kind of my way of being like, I'm willing to tolerate Mark just to spend time with the friends I care about. Like, looking back, like, that's the perspective I have now. It's like, yeah, I wanted to hang out with Raj and Dave, and I was willing to tolerate Mark. And I was like, well, why aren't we doing this? Um, but now I just have the perspective that, oh, well, it's because they just don't quite get it, I guess. Okay, and I have no choice but to accept that. So that's part of the reason I'm with 2020 vision, looking into the past. Part of the reason I'm leaning into spending time with people who are a little more sympathetic / empathetic. So Dusty, you and Adriana, you two are probably the two people in my life most fitting of that description currently. So I definitely lean into spending time with you two. So you I spend much more time with than anyone else in my life because you hang out for hours on stream with me. So I feel like I underappreciate you to some extent. So let me just put that out there. Sorry about that. That's interesting, Mia. Yes, I guess that's fine. I wish you'd told me sooner, but I guess that's fine. Yes. What did you say specifically? Also, why am I nervous? Hmm. Okay, this is clearly not a... This is a looted treasure, right? Yes. So it must be in a treasure chest. There's no floating chests or anything here. Why does this assassin look like my brown ass? Well, because, I mean, he's from Egypt, Raj. There you go. He needs to shave. And he will at some point, I guess. I just don't know when. But I've seen his shaved face, and never really saw this one until I started playing. So I'm wondering when he's gonna shave his face. But yeah. Also, I'm looking for this treasure. Oh, there it is. Wait, no, that's loot. Damn it. This game tricks you sometimes. I'm telling you. What are you talking about, Mia? Uh-oh, Jesus. Alright, what's this? That's what I needed. tempted to go to the last water mission over here. Do the lad ones, because these are not that annoying, but a little annoying. Anyway, what's up, Raj? Are you down to do something? It's a little late for me, though I did sleep in a bit, and I did take a nap today. If you're still listening. Okay, I wouldn't have dived into that personally, but okay. That seemed like a dangerous jump. Maybe, yeah, okay. Well, alright. Let me... I should have grabbed one of the boats. Raj left. Bye, Raj. Well, not according to the viewer count, but lack of response potentially. Let me check Discord. Pretty sure I have D&D mode up. Oh, he did message me. Okay, yo. Oh, as he messages in Twitch. Okay. Alright, I mean, I could stay up a little late. I mean, I have no special plans for tomorrow, just shopping in the morning, but I can sleep after that. I'm gonna go to the house at some point tomorrow. So, just got shopping and bring one load of whatever boxes I can load into my car to the house tomorrow. So it's gonna be my first load of stuff moving to the new house. Mia, hey. No, don't leave. You suck. You suck if you leave. So don't leave. Don't make a choice. Don't suck. Also, Bayek struggles to get off. Why do I always have the? Why can't I jump off these easily? Why? Why do I have to run to like a far end or an opposite end of the? Okay, that's my biggest annoyance with these little boats. Why can't I jump off the little boats? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, well, if you need to go because you don't feel well, then definitely go. But don't leave because Raj showed up. That's actually pretty insulting to Raj. And secondarily insulting to me. Because he isn't even really, like, audible on the stream. So this will not be any evidence of any extent, like a week from now, because you can't see the Twitch chat on YouTube. Wait, I'm hearing oh, there's lions in cages again. Hey, yeah, I'm reading between the lines because I'm trying to guilt you into staying. Shut up. Don't question my motives. I'll be honest about my motives. So let's get past the bullshit. I'm still caged, so I'm fine. Are there no humans here? Oh wait, there's one. Oh. On second thought, let's crouch. Shall we? One person on this boat? Yes, I know you're still here, Mia. Thank you. You know, it's interesting that they're... Oh, hello. There's a second guard. Hey, let's fight. Oh, wait, what? Are you not dead? Who are you? Oh, you're not dead. Oh, no, you're level 13. Oh, oh, uh-oh. No, help me, Lion. Kill him, Lion. Yes, let me hide. Bye. Oh, God. I didn't realize he was level 13. And that Lion is level 12. Let me hide. Nope. 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 No. 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 You guys fight each other first. I will join later, please. Leave me out of this. Oh shh. Go away. Fight the. Is the lion dead? Oh, it must be dead. They killed the lion. All right, here we go. Yep, because he's level 13, I did not quite take him down. I just did a lot of damage, so that's why he followed me. Let's wait a second. Well, got that. I don't need to kill these guys, but I feel obligated to kill them. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Come back this way. Yes, yes, yes. Come back this way. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now you're dead, right? 2 takedowns are enough. You're only 3 levels above me. Oh, nope. I'm level 11 now, so 2 levels above me. Okay. Smoke bombs! Smoke screen, rather. Yes. Boom. Yes. After attacking or dodging. I don't know why it's specific to that, but okay. I'll try to get used to that. That's gonna take me a couple sessions to get used to. But I will try. So... Oh, there's still a limited... Oh, man. There's still a limited amount. Shit. But I just dodged and used one. So, okay. Brattiness. Oh, I couldn't read it first because it was too far away. My laptop. I thought you said like brainless because you were calling me brainiac earlier. I was like, oh, it's the opposite now. But brattiness. Why is there a fast travel point in the middle of the water? Why do you do that to me? It is closer. Guess. I I do have a weird appreciation for the map and the like level indications. It reminds me of World of Warcraft because there was an add-on in World of Warcraft that would show you like the level range of the quests in the zone, so you'd know where to go next when you're finished with your current zone. It's like, well, all right, I'm level 15, so let me go to a zone that's like, I don't know, like 13 to 20 or whatever. Go to that zone. So this does kind of the same thing. 9 to 12, blah blah. So I know I'm going up and down and around this way and follow the levels. So like I know which way I'm going eventually because it shows me everything. I don't know, it has a weird appeal to me since I've played a lot of World of Warcraft and I'm familiar with that kind of gameplay. Distribution of zones. Alright, let's... Oh, well, I forgot that was right here. Not too bad. Before I go too far, any convenient boats nearby? Nope. Nope. Hey, a rogue animal. Sorry, not you, sir. Oh, what? Hey, get out of here. Is there a crocodile? Oh, that's a rogue animal. Well, I know how long it takes for a crocodile to destroy a boat. Unfortunately, I've experienced that, so we're fine. It took the crocodile like a couple dozen attacks to destroy my boat. It took a while. No, Mia, I don't know what you mean. I also don't know if it mirrors today's. No. Oh shit! Get out of here. Bye. Probably not, but would have to look that up. Okay, let's get off here before before it becomes a problem. Okay. Hey. Oh, hey guys, love you. Oh, a hippopotamus. You guys are aggressive. Oh shit, you are aggressive. Oh, oh, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I read you guys are aggressive, but oh my god. Oh god. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, wait, man, you guys are worse than crocodiles. Oh shit. You attack much more frequently. And use your mouth like you should, probably. Oh! Let's go to the water. Let's see what you can do in the water. Are you gonna attack my boat too? I know you guys can... Oh, yes! Help me, guards! Yes! Oh, no! No! Don't die right away! Help me kill them! Yes! Kill them! Yes! I'll take care of the guards after. One's down. Good job, guys. We're doing it. Good job. And now you're dead. Oh wait, another. Oh no, another one. Oh, now we're all fighting each other. It's a free for all. Oh. Oh, this is the king hippopotamus. Kill him. Now you're dead. Bye guys. Thanks for your help. Appreciate it. Hope it was fun right at the end of your lives. But I am Bayek and you are unfortunate. Sorry. Let's be honest, Bayek is a pretty cool protagonist. No? Alright. I'll hop into my Discord server. Wow! Are you... Dude, seriously? Did you see that?
What?
You joined General at the exact same time that I joined streaming.
Streaming? Yeah, that I did see.
Whoa. Damn.
It's good timing. I am gonna refill my drink and run outside though.
Yeah, go for it.
I think I need to refill on some goods.
Some goods.
Goods. You want some goods?
Whoa. Damn. Hell yes. Yes, please. Like this gear. Yes. Yes. Oh, wait. Wait. All max hour capacity on everything, please. Can I have more than 4 hours for Predator Bro, please? 5. Yes. I mean it's one more arrow, but I'll take it. Shit. Ah. God.
That 1 hour can make a big
Damn
difference.
it. Yeah, the headshots with this are one-shot kills, so... Settle for it.
So this is a game you haven't played yet.
Yes, I've passed the part that... I'm well past the part that I got to 2 or 3 attempts. So I'm getting into it for real.
How do you like it?
A lot, actually. A lot more than I expected to. It was tough at first. The controls are weird. It is a much bigger control change than any other PC Assassin's Creed game. Much like my problem with the console, I struggled with this on the console because, I played this on PC with a controller, so the controller was the issue, not the console. But I I really couldn't get used to it on the controller. It was just tough for me. I probably could have toughed it out and gotten used to it, but I feel like it was still a dramatic change in controls on PC, but some stuff was similar enough. Like holding Alt or whatever was different, but still similar. I don't know. There are a few different things, but I was able to acclimate. So
What do you use a Xbox controller on PC?
well, when I struggled to get used to controls the first couple times I tried to play this, yes, but no, now I'm using keyboard and mouse.
No, I
My,
know. In
yeah,
general, what's your controller of choice for PC?
keyboard and mouse for this. My whole goal this year was to get used to using keyboard and mouse for the series.
Papa, how do you know if you're in love?
Why, Henry? Do you think you are in love?
I don't know. Love's just been good.
So it's finally paying off, I feel like. So maybe that's why I feel so satisfied. Like, yes, my effort. Yes, I'm used to a lot of these controls. Not all of them. But, paying off. I do still want to go back to Unity to finish the co-op missions, and I've said that so many times, it almost feels like a cheap promise at this point, but I do mean it. Even though I have PTSD from some of those missions. I'm I'm
Alright.
I'm semi-exaggerating. Some of them are really tough.
Okay. Let me run upstairs and then I'll be good to go. Go one sec.
No, Mia, if you... Yeah, Qatar is somewhere else, yeah. But no, you definitely saw this. Yeah. There you go. Don't worry, you weren't imagining it. You spelled it exactly correctly too. Actually. But that's a level 37 to 40 zone, which I am way under leveled for. So if we're talking about like WoW zones, man, that's a few weeks away at this point. It's my opinion. Well, it depends on the rate I play this, but it really should be a few weeks away at least because I should spend more time packing, which I will tomorrow morning because I am going to the house, so I do need to bring stuff with me. Or I may just bring stuff that's already boxed. But alright, well, since Raj won't be that long, I guess I should quit now, since every other objective is far away. Yeah, no, yeah, you're good. I mean, no, I mean you're spot on. You doubted yourself after saying the correct thing. You're like, wait, no, not that. It's like, no, that was right. So you're right with message A. It was Katara depression, or however that's pronounced. Yes, you're absolutely right. First time around, you're just like, wait, no, I'm wrong. Qatar. Nope, you're right. I'm enjoying this game though. It's fun. Write what down on on the calendar? What? I don't even know what we're doing. It's late, so whatever we're doing is going to go past midnight at this point. So I'll be waking up 5 hours after that to walk Alaska and then to go shopping. So that's, I guess, that's my next 6 hours of my, or 6 or 7 hours of my life or so. Then I'll go back to sleep once I come back from shopping. Yeah, yes, I hope so. Shit. Breathed in some water. Ah. You're not supposed to breathe water. Reminder to all humans everywhere. But isn't that usually, man, the amount of times I choke because I I breathe in a tiny bit of what I'm drinking. Ugh, it's embarrassing. Like, goddamn, makes you feel like a dumbass. Thankfully, Raj wasn't here to confirm that. Oh, got it, Mia. Understood. Yep, the delay did not help with that. I mean, I haven't muted myself, so if I was struggling to breathe, I feel like you'd probably hear me choking. So I think we're good. I just it was a little bit of a cough. It wasn't the worst inhalation of liquid. I've had worse where I've coughed for like a minute or two, as I'm sure you've experienced as a
Hi,
human.
Bish.
Hey, other human.
Hey, Bish.
Okay, apparently I'm bitch and you're other human.
I mean, shit happens.
Aska, hey. Oh, good. She woke up right away. It's always nice when you respond right away like that. Good. No more nightmare. Good. Okay. Problem solved. Heard her whimpering right away. Nope. Hey, snap out of that. What the hell? What am I hearing out there? What the hell?
Where?
Is that an engine? Or like someone's tailpipe or something? What the hell? Oh my god. Is that a ricer or something? What the hell is that? Jesus
It's that loud.
Christ. It's that loud, yes. Through my headset. Damn. It's quieter now. They might start moving. Switch gears. Damn. That was pretty loud. What the hell? It's 11:15 here. Hmm. That was a little disrespectful. Oh, Mia, you heard it through the headset? I mean, through my headset. I mean, hmm.
Fan.
Yeah, Mia, get out of here. You're not welcome. We're streaming for people except you. Get out. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. What do you want to do, Raj? Never split the party? Normal run?
Sure.
Cool. No, Mia, whatever. You feel weirdly guilty about listening to us, so whatever you feel like. If you don't want to listen to us, go away or whatever. What are you? I mean, not that I'm encouraging you to, but yes, I'm a smartass. Whatever you want to do, yes. If you don't want to listen to us, you can feel free to go away without offending us. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Although I think we're hilarious.
I mean, I tell her it's like we wouldn't be streaming if we didn't want if we didn't want you to hear us, I would end the stream. You know? Well, she's acknowledged it's a her issue instead of us, so she has acknowledged that. It's to her credit.
Oh, definitely not imposing. I welcome the company, so I don't have to just talk to this asshole.
Likewise, I would have just talked to this. That's a great way to put it.
This douchebag. Alright, almost done.
Yeah, I'm switching the stream info to never split the party, so I'm almost ready to. Alright, normal run. Unless you do you feel like anything? If not, you should be a mercenary this run.
Eh.
What do you feel like?
When I do one player, I do mercenary
That makes sense. Alright.
because I feel like it's the most risky and the most wild like choice to make. Because like
Oh,
you're collecting coins and starting with 50 bombs, so like there's two things that you don't want to get, like in terms of potions. So like you could be boring and not get potions at all, or you could play like me, which is constant roulette, and you never know what's gonna happen. It definitely keeps the game interesting.
yeah. So I can see why you wanna break from that potentially. If that's what you do with that.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna load the game. But Raj, what? He just talked to you, Mia. He just said you're not imposing, and you're saying he doesn't talk to you.
I did indeed.
He just responded to you, Mia. Not first time. First time today. I mean, come on. He was busy. He just got here. Relax. Hey, I'm loading the game. Mia, stop feeling so guilty. Stop.
Um,
Change the capture to never split
there
the
we go.
party.
We win. We always win. We love winning.
Hey, I'm okay with the occasional win. I'll take it. I wouldn't say I always win, but I'll take the occasional win. Capture has changed. Let's start their near. Oh shit.